Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
Relieving the kings of all
So are
crown.
you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the
pocket like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 down. Check three. And
On first down, Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing his Lock on third down. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. 54. Line 54. Watch the slats. It's great. He's coming. Double up. He's checking. Crash. Yeah. Right there. 54. Right there.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 27, Murray finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the boot. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go.
Motion.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Slam.
Mike 5-4.
I'm here all day.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Look at me. Zipper.
7 at the 33-yard line.
5.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big play there from McCaffrey, 49 yards.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch it.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Murray, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike's by 4. Check.
54.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Hey, high 7. 7 Mike. Watch with the 7. Rip left. Ready.
Block now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And the backfield standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon.
Mike 35.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 35.
Now Murray. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
57 to Mike. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. Who that?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
57's the Mike. Rock 57. So we got man.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Yep. Take it. 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Break. 57 to Mike. What? Squeeze. Hurry.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set. 30 base. Hey, dude. 57's right. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 57's the Mike. Leo. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, Block going up top. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. Mike 50.
Win championships, baby. Mike 50. Check pass.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Let's go, Mike 50. Go. You got shoot up. Shut up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check pass, check pass. Check 13, check 13. Check 31, check 31. Check. Check. Cover. Set. Hut. Ready, go.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down.
Hey, come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Roll out. Back. Now.
Play action. Now it's locked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Alert flare. Alert flare. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety go.
Here's McCaffrey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards. And the Chargers first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 14th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 24, check 24.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Yes. Be ready.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. Rolling to his right, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Mike 54. It's great. Mike 10. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, watch this.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Bring it. 66. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Come on. Save. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Samuel, complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And he finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Rip right. Jam, 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 jam.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, and he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. 57's the mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like